Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a very serious show. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit all notifications to be notified the second we publish our content. Today's a pretty serious one, and I come to you guys with some bad news, unfortunately. As you guys know, I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan, supporting the Clippers. And I had a lot of high expectations for the Clippers this season, as did many people. But at the back of our minds, for those who support the team, there's always this feeling that we feel where you're never 100% out of the woods, where you just feel like, you know what, something could go wrong with Kawhi Leonard's health. And this seems to be the trend. That's certainly what happened last year and the other year in the playoff in the second round. And now, just before the season closed, Kawhi Leonard missed 8 of his final games of the season. And at first I thought, okay, maybe he was dealing with a little something, but they're resting him. But it looks like it's an issue that has been lingering. But what happened? The first time Kawhi Leonard got injured in the playoffs with the Clippers, Skip Bayless was the first person to confirm that Kawhi Leonard would not be coming back, despite the reports that the Clippers were putting out. The second time he got injured, which was last year in the first round, Skip Bayless was also the person that went out there and confirmed that, based on his sources, Kawhi Leonard would not be coming back. So when he spoke about it yesterday on Undisputed, I was very keen to hear what he was going to say, because I knew he was going to reveal some type of inside information. And as a matter of fact, that is exactly what Skip Bayless did when he was speaking to Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Johnson as it pertains to the series between the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. So as he was talking, he then took us behind the scenes, where he essentially revealed that after he had some conversations with some people within the organization, he has confirmed that Kawhi Leonard will in fact miss Game 1 and will be available for Game 2, but he would only be able to go at 50%. So before we even get into Skip's comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Skip Bayless had to say about Kawhi Leonard's injury status. And I'm going to come back and really give you guys our thoughts. Take a listen to what Skip Bayless had to say here.
All right. So I told Keyshawn from the start, your Clippers will go as far as Kawhi carries them. And now I'm told he is definitely out for Game 1. Mm-hmm. He will play in Game 2. Really? But he has a weird swelling in his knee that the Clipper doctors cannot figure out. At first, there was some thought about, did he get it infected? But it happened in a March 29th game at Orlando, in which Kawhi had 29 and 11 rebounds with 4 steals and 2 blocks. And after the game, he said, I got a knee issue. I got something going on here, and it started to swell. Now he's missed 8 straight games. And there's nothing structurally wrong. There's no damage. There's no ligament damage. So they're going to hold him until Tuesday night, Game 2. Okay. But they're already saying, I've been told, that he can't guard Luka the way he would, because they just can't risk him on Luka like that, because there's going to be too much strain on that knee. So now Paul George is going to have to do the yeoman's work, the bulk of the work on Luka. I don't know. Maybe they can mix and match some other guys. But I just don't like, I definitely don't like their chances without Kawhi in Game 1. I think Dallas wins Game 1. And as you know, once you get 1 up in a series like that on the road, then I got the Mavericks. I just don't think Kawhi's. I think you'll get about half of a Kawhi. You'll get him on offense. You won't get him on defense. So that scares me. And now back to the Mavericks.
So you heard what Skip Bayless had to say. What are my thoughts on hearing this? You know, hearing Skip say that, I have mixed emotions. On the one hand, I'm very, very disappointed because it's an important series. But on the larger side, it makes me really wonder about Kawhi moving forward. And listen, you know, sometimes when you have a favorite player, it becomes a little bit difficult to see the obvious things that is apparent to other people, right? I read some of the comments. Kawhi is this, Kawhi is that, Kawhi is this. And these people are saying that because they don't really have, obviously some of them are hating, some of them, you know, whatever. But also some of these people are able to judge the situation dispassionately because they don't have any emotional connection to it. One of the things is Kawhi is always injury prone. Well, this would be the third time in 4 years that we're seeing something like this, where, you know, these things occur right before the playoffs or in the playoffs, around round 1, round 2. And it's very disheartening, you know, in terms of the confidence level that you will have in this team as a supporter going into the playoffs. So that's the first thing. The other half of it is, though, however, there is some positive news that, hey, listen, this guy is going to be available, right? And I suspect that Kawhi Leonard wants to play. I don't think Kawhi wants to not play, but it just may be the case that his body betrays him at the worst moments. And it happens to some people. Some people just, you know, that just seems to be the case. Some people just have misfortune, unfortunately, right? It happened to Kevin Durant. He tore his Achilles in the finals. Then the other time, I think one of his teammates got injured. These things happen, right? Unfortunately. But in the case of Kawhi Leonard, it's very sad to hear this. Now, obviously, this would be 100% confirmed on tip-off tomorrow. If Kawhi Leonard, in fact, doesn't start that game, then we'll know that Skip Bayless is 100% correct. But the reason I'm going to give his words credibility is because he's been spot on the previous 2 occasions, right? He's been spot on. So I'm going to take his word for it and just pretty much assume that Kawhi is not going to be available for game 1 of this series. Now, in terms of the Clippers and their chances against the Mavs, I still think the Clippers have a very solid team. If some of their other players show up, they should be able to, you know, they should be able to claw out a victory at home in game 1. They still have a lot of talent on the floor. They do have Paul George. This is an opportunity for him to step up, which he's fully capable of, although he doesn't do it a lot historically. But you do have James Harden, who could erupt for a 30-point night, 35-point night. You have Russell Westbrook, who's an X factor, who gives them a competitive fire that they so dearly were missing. Of course, you do have Ty Lue. You have Norman Powell. So the Clippers do have some weapons. I don't expect them, if they lose, to just go out there and get, you know, steamrolled. If they do, then that would be a very bad sign, but I don't expect that to happen. But just wanted to share this information with you guys. Trust me, I don't take any pleasure in sharing this information. I hope I am wrong. I hope something has changed since Skip Bayless heard that on Friday and today, because the games tip off tomorrow. But I guess we just have to wait and see. Hopefully everything is okay, and hopefully Kawhi Leonard will be 100% available. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts. And actually, what I want to know from you guys is, do you think Kawhi Leonard is only going to miss 1 game, or do you think that, listen, this guy is not going to be available at all? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.